In this video, we will discuss diffusion of innovation theory. Diffusion of innovation, that is DOI theory, developed by A.M. Rogers in 1962, is one of the oldest social science theories. It originated in communication to explain how, over time, an idea or product gain momentum and diffuses or spreads through a specified population or social system. The end result of the diffusion is that people, as a part of social system, adopt a new idea, behavior, or product. Adoption means that a person does something differently than what they had previously. That is, purchase or use a new product, acquire and perform a new behavior, etc. The key to adoption is that the person must perceive the idea, behavior, or product as a new or innovative. It is through this that diffusion is possible. So diffusion it means that is spread theory. Whenever the product will launch in the market, so customers how they can react towards that item. They will buy that item at the moment of when the product will launch, and they will wait that this theory will tell about the consumer behavior. Adoption of a new idea, behavior, or product, that is innovation, does not happen simultaneously in a social system. Rather, it is process whereby some people are most apt to adopt the innovation that others. Researchers have found that people who adopt an innovation early have different characteristics than people who adopt an innovation later. When promoting an innovation to a target population, is important to understand the characteristic of the target population that will help or hinder adoption or the innovation. There are five established adopters categories, and while the majority of the general population tend to fall in the middle categories, it is still necessary to understand the characteristic of the target population. When promoting an innovation, there are different strategies used to appeal to the different adapter categories. First, we will talk about innovator and who is that and how they react towards the product. An innovator, it's a person. These are the people who want to the first to try the innovation. They are voluntarism and interested in new ideas. These people are very willing to take risk and are often the first to develop new ideas. Very little, if anything, need to be done to appeal to this population. So innovator, these are the people who always willing to adapt the technology first. They are very willing to take risk and often the first developer in new idea. Who is the early adopter? These are the people who represent opinion leaders. They enjoy leadership roles and embrace change opportunities. They are already aware of the need to change and so are very comfortable adapting new ideas. Strategies to appeal to this population, including how to manual and information sheets on implementation. They do not need information to convince them to change. So early adopter, these are the people who are represent opinion leader. They enjoy leadership role and embrace change opportunities. They are ready to adapt the product without any convincing them. Let's talk about early majority. Here is a slight difference between early adopters and early majority. These people are rarely leaders, but they do not adapt new technology before the average person. They always wait. That said, they typically need to see evidence that the innovation worked before they are willing to adapt it. Strategies to appeal to this population include success stories and evidence of the innovation and effectiveness. So these people are always wait. They always wait for stories how the product is working in the market, and according to that, if they will feel the product is gaining popularity, in that case they will ready to adopt that product, otherwise they will neglect that. Late majority, these people are skeptical or change and will only adapt an innovation after it has been tried to by majority. Strategies to appeal to this population include information on how many others people have tried to innovation and have adapted it successfully. Laggards, these people are bound by tradition and very conservative. They are very skeptical of change and are the hardest group to bring on board. Strategies to appeal to this population, including statistics, fear, appeal, and pressure from people in the other adapter group. Here is a diagram of technology adoption curve. The first is that innovator who are always ready to adapt that product without thinking about that. These type of people always wait for launching that product and they are ready to take risk. Early adopter, they will slightly wait for that product and then they will think about and then they will adopt that product. And early majority, they will wait for the launching that product and they will wait for the how the product is working in the market, and according to that opinion they will ready to take that. Late majority, they will always wait and then they will decide either they will adapt or neglect that product. And these are very rigid people. They have conservative thinking and there are very few chance in these type of people to adapt that product. The stages by which a person adopt an innovation and whereby diffusion is accomplished, including awareness of the need to an innovation, decision to adapt or reject the innovation, initial use of innovation to test it, and continued use of innovation. There are five main factors that influence adoption of an innovation, and each of these factors is at play to different extent in the five adopter categories. The first category is that relative advantage. The degree to which an innovation is seen as better than the idea, program, or product it replaces. Compatibility, compatibility. How consistent the innovation is with the value, experience, and need of the potential adopter. Complexity. How difficult the innovation is to understand and or use. Reliability. The extent to which the innovation can be tested or experimented with before a commitment to adapt it made. Observability, the extent to which the innovation provide tangible result. There is some limitation of diffusion of innovation theory. Let's will talk about that. There are several limitations of diffusion of innovation theory, which include the following. Much of the evidence for the theory, including the adapter category, did not originate in public health and it was not developed to explicitly apply to adoption of new behavior or health innovations. It does not foster a participatory approach to adapt or a public health program. It works better with adoption of behavior rather than cessations of prevention of behavior. It, uh, it doesn't take into account in individual resources or social support to adopt the new behavior or innovation. This theory has been used successfully in many fields, including communication, agriculture, public health, criminal justice, social science, social work, and marketing and public health. The diffusion of innovation theory is used to celebrate the adoption of important public health programs that typically aim to change the behavior of the social system. For example, an interventions to address a public health problem is developed and the intervention is promoted to people in a social system with the goal of adoption based of diffusion of innovation theory. The most successful adoption of a public health program result for understanding the target population and the factor influencing their rate of adoption. So I hope this concept is cleared. This is all about diffusion of innovation theory.